Hello, wonderful people. Good morning once again. I'm back with second video of the morning, and this is a request video by one of my brothers in the fragrance community. And the thing is, I am so stupid. At times I just should have taken note because it's like the posts they go like, like one after another. So many posts come, so I do not. I should have taken down the name of the brother. You know who you are, and I'm doing this video especially for you and for I believe the fragrance community. Today I'm gonna be showing you my like I have done this sort of when I was doing the reviews, but I haven't actually done a comparison video between two very hyped fragrance in the community and big fragrance in the community. I would say these both are from Dior. They are kind of like brothers, and these are both flankers to one fragrance called Dior Homme. And Dior Homme did not get as much love as these two, but I think Dior Homme Intense and Dior Homme Parfum are the two strongest in this line. So I'm going to be putting them against each other and let you know my thoughts, which one I prefer or which one you should get, which one is like what, or is it redundant to purchase both, answering some of the questions. So I hope you're doing good and you're having a wonderful weekend if you're in Bangladesh, or sleeping nicely after a hectic week and very hot and humid right now. So these are not the fragrances we would reach for in this kind of climate. But let me tell you a little bit of backstory of Dior Homme Intense. My journey started with fragrance community. I mean, like fragrance collection and fragrance journey basically started with this fragrance, Dior Homme Intense. Yeah, the first bottle that I bought, I always regretted it that I got a small bottle, and I have done number of videos on this particular perfume. I wore it, I absolutely love it. I said if I always have to keep 10 fragrances, 5 fragrances, 3 fragrances, this is always gonna make that list. Sometimes, I did not reach for it all that much, but I always loved it. And till today, Dior Homme Intense remains as a masterpiece. In my opinion, it's such niche quality at designer price, and this is where Dior shows its quality. Dior Homme Intense, why I bought it first with Chanel Allure Eau Extreme, Lamal, Ultra Male, because that time, when I started my collection, let me tell you a little bit of story. When I started my collection, I mean, I used to watch. I never did reviews till 2016 end, but 2015, 14, I saw the reviews and I was like, oh wow, these fragrances are getting super hyped. Like all these popular designer ones, and I saw all the big reviewers like Steven, Mark, even Jeremy, and Sebastian Zara, then Coach Rob, a lot of these OG reviewers, like Street Sense. So these guys used to put up their top 10 favorite list, and I used to always see Dior Homme Intense is in it. And it's such a beautiful bottle, I always would think for bottles like crazy. And Dior is one of the houses I really had so much love for. I almost bought everything from the designer collection, almost everything, because I do not have everything. But the Fahrenheit line, Dior Homme line, like if you see their now Sauvage, they're all great fragrances. Sauvage perhaps not great, it's good, but Sauvage is a performer, all right. So Dior Homme Intense remained like, whenever I wore it, people say like, you smell like that perfume, like this is your signature scent, like La Nuit de l'Homme, this one, CH Man, you always smell like CH Man Privé. So whenever you're around, we know that you're wearing, because where I used to live, no one used to wear Dior Homme Intense. Even in Bangladesh, I do not smell that DNA a lot. So there was a hype, like there was a huge hype of Dior Homme Intense. It's like a clubbing scent, long lasting. It smells like iris, lipsticky vibe, and people will be like, "This is the new, let's say, kind of like what's like." It's not really like unisex, but it's more like people who are changing the trend of perfumes. Like something like a metrosexual guy would wear. It's not a super like Aramis or something like a uh, powerhouse kind of perfume. Okay, so this is the trend. It started that iris, followed by Valentino Vumo Intense, Valentino Vumo, Pradas. They used to make a lot of iris, Prada L'Homme, and I believe there's also one more. I think Jimmy Choo or someone, one of them, they started doing the iris thing. So basically, iris is very beautiful note, and this one definitely has it. And I put it against Dior Homme Intense, against Valentino Mo Intense at times. But let's see what you get from Dior Homme Intense versus Dior Homme Parfum. I do not have the box, obviously. I don't know where they are at this point, but let's go. So I'm not going to show the smaller bottle. I'm going to show you the bigger bottles. So Dior Homme Intense, I believe they come in like 50, 100, and I think perhaps there's 150 mil somewhere, and they have changed the formulation in recent days. I heard the newer formulation do not last as much, but I was fortunate enough to get like a 2014 backup bottle from one of the brothers. And these bottles, even if you see Dior Homme Parfum, they look identical, like exact same size and everything, but one is 100 ml and Dior Homme Parfum, which is 75 ml. Okay, that is the crazy part. Okay, and you can see bottle differences. Here for Dior Homme Parfum has a little bit darker on the cap. Here it's a little bit transparent for Dior Homme Intense. Another thing to notice, the Dior Homme Parfum is a little bit darker in juice compared to Dior Homme Intense. I don't know if you're picking that up. And they're what you call the concentration is Parfum, and this is EDP. One other thing, I believe Dior Homme Parfum is getting a little bit difficult to find. It's I heard Sebastian Zara say it's discontinued at this point or very rare, and the prices are skyrocketing. Dior Homme Intense you can still purchase in your local Dior, and Dior's do not sell these fragrances apart from their boutiques. You have to really pay the retail price to buy these. So trust me, Dior, when you pay Dior prices, they assure you the quality. Their fragrances are top notch. So the caps and the bottles on these are absolute stunners. Like nowadays not many people are talking about these. I'm sorry, I'm going to take a little bit time. Just don't want to rush it. These bottles, I think some of the best bottles, and this is the most complete package in fragrance history in recent times since I started. They have this beautiful cap. It looks like these bottles, Dior Homme bottles, Dior Homme Sport, Dior Homme Eau, Dior Homme, Dior Homme, and Dior Homme. They have few others, Dior Homme Cologne. I believe I have Dior Homme Cologne. Yeah. So these bottles, they just stunning. Like even if you buy Dior Homme Sport, there's a new taller bottle. They look lovely. The atomizers give out the distribution is just unreal, and you can control a little bit. I don't want to spray the juice because I'm wearing something right now, but trust me, it has detailing galore everywhere. Dior Homme, and the bottom you're gonna find your sticker and stuff like that. So these one, man, I cannot, just simply I cannot stop loving this fragrance. I got bored of a lot of other fragrances, but Dior Homme Intense always remained my love. That's why I have, I think, a little bit about what I would say 50 ml altogether from 2014 batch, and I never tried the vintage. So Dior Homme Intense, it's a lot more creamier, sweeter, and then it's like a little bit more versatile than Dior Homme Parfum in terms of smell, and performance wise it lasts a long time, but Dior Homme Parfum lasts a little bit more. This Dior Homme Intense compared to Dior Homme Parfum, okay, let me go one by one. Price wise, I think Dior Homme Intense you have to pay around $100 to get like $100 give or take to buy a 100 ml. Dior Homme Parfum will cost you $120 or 25 at this point, $150. So 75 ml versus 100 ml. Second thing, EDP. Dior Homme Parfum, it's parfum concentration. The main difference between these two, when I actually wear them, at first I used to think these are redundant to have both, because this one also already has all the elements that Dior Homme Parfum has, and even this one I believe there is a leather note, and Dior Homme Parfum also got the leather note. But Dior Homme Parfum leather note, slowly when you wear it, it gets a little bit more animalic, and it kind of gives you that vibe that it's gonna be a little bit more darker than Dior Homme Intense. This one remains sweet, this gets darker, and it's only for cold weathers, I would say. Dior Homme Intense, you can also wear it in the cold weathers. It's more versatile in that way. But you can also wear it in the summer, cooler nights when it rains. You find a little bit cooler, like nighttime, not so humid. You can wear it. Okay. Longevity from this, every time I get 12 hours plus. Okay. Dior Homme Parfum, let me tell you one thing. I sprayed this on a piece of paper, and I kept it in my wallet 28 days. I could still smell it. So performance-wise, definitely Dior Homme Parfum, it's a little bit more beastly than Dior Homme Intense, but projection, both are beast mode. Dior Homme Parfum just need one spray. This one you go 2 to 3, perfect. Where to wear them? I think both dressed up situations. You can wear them for clubbing as well, because if you want to smell strong, if you want to smell high class, these two definitely serve the purpose. Who is it for? Women can wear it too. Yes, the lipstick vibe, absolutely. That iris is just so creamy, and when I smell it, it's just so unique. It doesn't really compare with any other fragrance that I have right now. You can say Valentino Vumo Intense, Vumo Absolute, Noir Absolute. Those fragrances are good, but they are a little bit different than these. Like Dior Homme Intense is Dior Homme Intense. I love this baby a lot. This is a masterpiece for me. So when you put them against each other, which one do I like more? I would say Dior Homme Parfum, I did not reach for it as much. I decanted a lot of it. That's why the bottle is down so much. But Dior Homme Intense actually I wore a lot. And I decanted, but I wore it a lot more. So in terms of smell, I actually prefer Dior Homme Intense, even though this is not as beast mode as this. And another thing is, this is a little bit more versatile. So if you're asking, like, in the end, which one you should go for, or which one you should buy, or you should own both or not, I would say if you are a fan of Dior Homme line and you're a collector, you collect every single one of them, you should buy both. That's it, hands down. But If you're just looking to buy one fragrance, you're gonna be wearing a lot more for partying and like clubbing, and like you have, let's say, dates and stuff. You want to wear so much as a signature scent. Very easy choice is Dior Homme Intense. Hands down, one of the best perfumes ever. Okay, the newer batch of Dior Homme Intense. One thing, I think it's not gonna give you as much as 12 hours as 2014 batch, but if you buy the newer one, you're gonna get like 6 hours. So that's not bad actually compared to La Nuit, CH Man, and CH Man Privia newer formulation. Then your formulation is still much better. Dior does not really give you piss poor longevity in any fragrance except Dior Homme Cologne perhaps and Sport. But Dior Homme Intense still you can get as a newer formulation, absolutely no problem. And the bottles, you just always like, you look at these bottles, there's nothing that compares. When the juice is full, it's like dark juice, and these bottles just stunning. So the thing is here, the funny thing is, if the bottles are same, how did they actually manage to make 175 ml, other 100? I think inside the glass area is a little bit thicker here in Dior Homme Parfum. It doesn't look like it, but yeah, it does from this angle. So that's why they have put a little bit less juice. So the thing is, in the end, I prefer Dior Homme Intense. That is, I took a solid stance. But if you ask me, a close second would be Dior Homme Parfum. Okay, what do I expect from Dior next? They are releasing Dior Sauvage Parfum. I'm like, I wanted to buy it, but I'm like, like Dior Sauvage EDP was okay, but it did not go past the Dior Sauvage EDT. And then they have the Eau Sauvage line, which I like, but there are other flankers. I'm like, no, not really. I mean, so my more interest is always Fahrenheit and Dior Homme Intense. These two are my like love. Like Dior's Fahrenheit line is a lot more interesting in my opinion. So definitely try it out. They definitely smell like niche quality. Definitely smells very up class, unique, and creative. So as long as Dior Homme Intense is there, I believe they should make an, like, they have the perform version. I understand. Maybe they should make an oil version, or like a very concentrated Dior Homme Intense, like with some twist in it. I just want one more release from this line. They are not releasing anything, but I would just love to see like Dior makes this exact same bottle, very cute little bottle, perhaps I don't know, extray or something in this bottle shape. Maybe make a 30 ml. I would love to buy it, try it, and just own it, even if it's like $200, right? So I love Dior Homme line that much. So everybody take care. Hopefully you enjoyed the comparison, and definitely if you haven't tried Dior Homme Intense, Dior Homme, Dior Homme Sport, go to Dior counter, spray them on paper and smell it. They are really interesting. Take care, guys. Have a very nice weekend ahead, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.